Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Now today I have here something very exciting. We do have the brand new OPPO Reno 14 Pro 5G. Now this device here is actually part of their latest lineup, which basically brings a whole lot of changes. Of course, a whole new look to what the Reno series is all about. Now this time round we are checking out the best of the best Reno offering that is currently available. And it comes with a lot of crazy stuff. Now before we begin, let me know in the comment section below if you are a fan of the Reno series. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe so that you will not miss any future updates. Alright, so first things first, let's talk a bit about the unboxing experience. Because I personally think that OPPO has done a really nice job here in terms of the opening up the box itself already gives you that kind of feel, and you can see that the box is actually very simple and very straightforward. On top we do have the Reno 14 Pro written in a very nice font, so that's how you know what's inside. But when you open up the lid, the first thing you will see is the Reno 14 Pro itself, and I'm going to put it down for a second. Let's focus on the accessories that we get along with the Reno 14 Pro. So in terms of the accessories, we do get the usual stuff. You have your 80-watt Superbook fast charger, you also have a USB Type-C cable, and you do have a clear case in the box. Sometimes you don't even get cases in the box. So this is really a bonus. Other than that, you also have a SIM ejector tool, a quick start guide, as well as the warranty card. And lastly, you also have a screen protector that is pre-installed onto the phone itself. So you don't need to worry about going to the shop to get that done. It's already there, and I must say that the screen protector is actually quite decent. Overall, I think the unboxing experience here is really, really solid. Alright, so now that we've done with the unboxing experience, let's move on and check out the build quality of the Reno 14 Pro. Again, first impressions, it feels very nice. It's super slim, it's super lightweight, and fits very nicely in my hands. Overall, I love the design. But let me tell you a bit more in terms of the details. So basically you can notice that the back here is made of glass. It's a very smooth glass panel. It has a sort of frosted look to it, and I absolutely love it. It does not pick up fingerprints and smudges very easily. And I think it looks very, very classy. Now if you take a closer look at the back panel here, you can notice that the Reno series has always been very design forward. And they call this the Starry Dome design. Basically, depending on how light falls on the device, you'll be able to see some sparkle coming out from the device itself. It's very subtle, but again, it's a very nice touch to have. Alright, so moving on and taking a look at the sides, you can notice that it is very smooth and it is polished very nicely. You do have a slight curve at the back and at the front as well, and I am gone. Now I'll talk a little bit more about that in the display segment. But yeah, overall it feels very solid, and it doesn't feel cheap at all. I also noticed that the camera module here is actually quite slim compared to other flagships out there. A lot of flagships these days have huge camera bumps, and it makes it wobbly if you place it on a table. But with the Reno 14 Pro, it is actually quite stable, and it doesn't wobble around too much. So that's definitely a plus point. And that's pretty much what I want to share in terms of the build quality. I gotta say it's very premium, and I love the design so much. Alright. So moving on, let's talk a bit about the display. As you guys can see on my unit here, we do have a single color, a black variant. But what I can tell you about the display here is that it is absolutely stunning. So on the Reno 14 Pro, we do have a 6.7-inch display. It's a very nice size. Not too big, not too small, and it is perfect for you guys who are looking for a phone that is easy to hold, but yet still gives you that immersive experience. The display here is actually a 1.5K display, a 2772 by 1240 resolution, and it is an AMOLED display. So colors pop, blacks are very deep, and everything just looks amazing on this display. Other than that, it also refreshes at 120 Hz, which means that it is very smooth. Scrolling is very smooth, and again, everything just works really nice on the Reno 14 Pro. I think one of my favorite features on the display here is that it has curved edges. Now, I know a lot of people out there might not really like curved edges, but I am someone who loves curved edges, and I find it very nice and immersive whenever I am watching videos or playing games. So yeah, all in all, the display here is great. It's very clear. I mean, you can't really see any pixels on this display. The colors are vibrant and everything just looks amazing. Alright, so moving on, let's talk a bit about the performance. Now this time round, the Reno 14 Pro is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 9200 Plus chipset. This is MediaTek, his latest flagship processor, and it is paired with 12 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of internal memory. So that's a lot of power under the hood. What this means is that switching between apps is very seamless. Playing games is no longer a hassle, and everything just works very smoothly on the Reno 14 Pro. I have played a couple of games already on the Reno 14 Pro. It includes games Impact and PUBG Mobile. Both games ran extremely well on the Reno 14 Pro, and I didn't face any issues with lag or stuttering. The graphics were rendered very well and the gameplay was smooth and enjoyable. So yeah, in terms of performance, I think the Reno 14 Pro has plenty of power for you guys who are looking for a gaming phone. That can also double up as your daily driver. Alright, so moving on. Let's talk a bit about the cameras at the back. Now, the Reno series has always been known for their strong camera capabilities. And this time, round the Reno 14 Pro comes with a triple camera setup. It includes a 50-megapixel main sensor, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 2-megapixel telephoto lens. In terms of the camera, I think it takes great photos. Colors are punchy, and the dynamic range is very wide. However, I must say that I would prefer if the pictures taken from the Reno 14 Pro were slightly less saturated, because I find that the pictures look a bit too saturated for my liking. Other than that, I think the night mode works quite well, and it manages to capture a lot of detail even in low light conditions. Alright, so moving on. Let's talk a bit about the battery life. Now, the Reno 14 Pro comes with a 5000 mAh battery, and in my test, I found that it lasted about 2 days on a single charge. If you're someone who uses your phone a lot, you can expect to get about a day and a half worth of battery life. Charging is fast as well, thanks to the 80-watt Superbook charger that comes in the box. It's able to charge the Reno 14 Pro from 0 to 100% in just 30 minutes. That's very, very quick. Alright, so that is pretty much what I want to share with you in terms of the Reno 14 Pro. I think overall it's a great phone. It has a very nice design, and it also comes with a lot of power. I think it is definitely a great choice for you guys who are looking for a stylish, powerful phone that can also double up as a gaming phone. Now, in terms of pricing, the Reno 14 Pro here in Malaysia is priced at Rm2999, and it comes with 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of internal memory. So that's slightly more than Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this very quick review of the Reno 14 Pro. Again, thank you OPPO for sending this out to me for me to check out. And yeah, let me know what you think of this device. Do you like the design? Are you interested in getting this device? Let me know in the comments section below. Thank you for watching till the end, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Stay safe everybody.